Hello, this is Jorge Arturo. This is a short video for the final assignment for the. Sorry, what was the name of the? I always keep forgetting. Of unified wisdom. The let's see, the evaluation for the first module or the whole module. Um, we're talking about the double consciousness, collective awareness, and the Homo Veritas stage. I just wanted to share a brief insight of what I think, about all this. I have a few bullet points because sometimes my mind wanders. Um, but I wanted to share a little bit of what I think humanity is heading after all these crazy times. I think we're the most polarized that we've ever been as a society. Especially, I live here in America, and I think everybody knows the current situation of everything that's going on. Um, Everybody has uh, gone through or is going through depending, even regardless of the side that you're on the conflicts and everything that's going on, everybody's suffering from this disconnection. And I feel like the thing that's lacking the most, or at the next stage in this evolution, is empathy. I feel that throughout all this chaos and madness and destruction that's happening right now, uh, something beautiful will be born. I feel like we will start, or I hope that we will start becoming more empathetic, and that we will connect with different points of views and have a more peaceful and engaging sort of viewpoint where you can take into consideration what other people feel or think or are going through. I feel like the new generation that is growing through all of this chaos and madness is craving more connection and craving more of this unified society feeling that they're lacking because they were born into this whole chaos. And it always happens in different generations and different times of human I would say society or human story, if that makes sense. But I think the most important thing is to say what can we do about it, because ultimately we are the only ones that can guide this transition by our own actions. And I feel like even me doing this little video is adding something to it, and it's just bringing awareness to this. And myself, I can start being, or I've started being, more empathetic, um, more thoughtful of the things that I do, the things that I say. How can I affect someone? Because I know that my actions, they carry consequences, and my words, they carry also consequences. And I feel like one of the things that I hope myself is that humanity will become more conscious of who we are, beyond the flesh and beyond the body, and have a deeper connection with our spirit and our spiritual life. Because once you do, and it comes into your awareness that you're more than this body, and you start thinking where you're coming from, where you're going, all these questions, and you start seeing that we're all going through a different experience in life, but ultimately we come from a place. I don't want to say specific places because we ultimately don't know for sure. We come from a place and we go to a place after we pass, and that's something that we can all collectively experience. It doesn't matter what religion, what age, what color, wherever you are, it's a shared experience that we all have. So I hope that for this generation, this is something that um, everybody can start experiencing, that they become uh, closer to their spiritual life. It doesn't matter which flavor it comes, from, which tradition. Just ultimately, that everybody can come closer to the thing that unites us all, which is that the spiritual aspect of our lives. I feel like we have been living in a very materialistic way for the last, I mean, since the Industrial Revolution, I would say, and especially in the last, I don't know, 30 years or so, where, there's been a big level of greed in society where, money is flowing, but it's flowing to almost the same pockets, and people just have turned their money and their physical possessions into their gods, and they don't see anything beyond that. Um, so my hope is, as individuals, we can start working on ourselves and becoming closer to a spiritual life. Because when you do, even if you don't realize, people start noticing there's something different about you. There's um an expression of your spirit that is coming through your body, and people start seeing that, and then they start wondering why it's different. Because most, especially here in America nowadays, everybody's extremely stressed, anxious. You could see it. Everybody's have they cannot stay, or they have attention deficit. They cannot focus anymore. So many things. And when you start becoming more spiritual, um, it's like your body starts aligning in your life, even if you have your problems and everything, which we all have. But that's something that I feel like we as collectively we can do. We can be more spiritual and follow this path that called us, and we can be an example to everybody. And hopefully, this new Homo Veritas and unified consciousness starts manifesting in this world. But that's the steps that I can think of right now. And I know that I ramble. I'm um, a little bit nervous because I don't do this much, and English is not my first language. But um, I just wanted to share that, and I hope that we can keep going in this course and help people later as we grow ourselves too. And I just want to also say thank you to Andre for this wonderful opportunity and for pouring all his heart into this, and not only this, but all his other courses. So thank you so much. And I hope whatever I said, there was a bit of sense. I say it with my heart. So thank you.